Good afternoon, and welcome. My name is Malin Holmqvist. So I had a request from a student that yet wanted a strong physical practice, but due to wrist problems, something that has literally no support for the wrists. So we're still gonna, move. We're still gonna get some heat going through the breath and the movement, but without any shallowness whatsoever. Right? So as always, we're tuning inwards, we're listening to our breath. We let that be the guide of the practice. If any time that you need to take a rest, go into child's pose, keep poses that doesn't feel good to you, and try to find that beautiful state of calmness through the practice. So let's come into a seat, starting in Sukhasana. So sit to the front side of the sit bones, letting your hands rest onto the knees. Find that long, tall spine. Close your eyes and start listening into your breath. If you're holding tension in your hips, neck, in your jaw. So taking deeper breaths, see if you can just soften, feeling how you're rooting the sit bones down. Straight away through the breath, you start noticing this shift. And then transition to the Ujjayi Pranayama, so seal your lips. Start breathing in and out through the nose. Find that light contraction at the back of the throat, keeping your inhale and exhale the same. Engage the pelvic floor for your Mula Bandha. Draw the navel to the spine, your Udayana. Blink your eyes open. Inhale, reach your arms up and over. And then interlace your hands and turn your palms facing up towards the sky. And then see if you can root down through your sit bones. Keep reaching, pulling the shoulders down, your spine, lower it, pulsing. Exhale, twist over towards the right. Keeping the spine nice and long. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale over towards the left. Inhale, come back through, facing forward. Exhale, take your hands in, interlace them behind your back. Roll the shoulders open and then push the knuckles towards the earth. Deepening the breath, you're feeling how you broaden through the chest, the shoulder. Exhale, hands over towards your left hip, lower the air down. Lift your chin, stretching your upper neck, traps. Exhale, look down, chin to chest. Inhale, come back up through center. Exhale, your hands over towards your right hip, lower the right ear down. Lift the chin. Exhale, chin to the chest. Inhale, lift your head, and then release your hands. Inhale, reach the back up over your head, interlace your hands. Again, palms facing up. Exhale, start reaching your hands forward, pull the belly in towards your spine, shape to the chest.
The seated cat-cows. Inhale, rise.
Opening up your chin. Exhale, round.
One more time. Inhale, rise.
Exhale, round.
Inhale, come back up.
Exhale, release your hands down. Now from here, just take your feet to one side and roll up onto your shins. Coming into Virasana, you can sit up onto blocks if you need to. And you're feeling your sit bones on your heels, belly in. Just keep your hands onto your knees for a moment and then chin to the chest. Activating your Jalandhara Bandha. Inhale, lift your chin. Reach your arms up and over, come up into kneeling, palms together. Exhale, interlace your hands, roll your shoulders open, pull your knuckles towards the ground. Exhale, take a seat, let your hand come up and over the shoulders, chin to the chest.
Inhale, sweep your arms up and over.
Exhale, interlace other thumb on top. Open up your chest, lift your gaze. Exhale, fold.
Right towards earth. Inhale, rise.
Exhale, interlace. Regular thumb on top, lift your head. Exhale, fold.
One last time. Inhale, rise.
Exhale, interlace, other thumb on top. Lift your chest. Exhale, bow.
Release your hands and extend them out in front of you. Take your knees wide, big toes together, shift your hips back.
And then walk your hands forward, as far forward as you can between your thighs. Roll your armpits in, getting the nice stretch into the shoulders. And from here, you can just sway your hips from side to side, wiggling yourself closer, deeper. Heart connect to the ground. Child's pose, Balasana. Then walk your hands over towards the right side. Take your right hand to your left wrist, and then pull the hand away from you. Roll the left armpit down, getting in that nice stretch into the entire left side. We breathe 3, 2, and 1. Walk your hands back through center all the way over towards the left side. Left hand to your right wrist. Roll the armpit down, sinking your hips to the heel. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come back through center. Now keep your forearm grounded and then shift yourself into a forearm tabletop. You're more than welcome to stay here, pulling the belly back in, or we're going to make it into down dog B. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up. Heels are reaching back, belly in. Really explore your Udayana Bandha. Walk your heels up and down. Eventually you find stillness in this down dog. Breathe. For 5, lift your kneecaps. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take your knees down to the mat. Take a seat onto your shins. And then stand up to the top of the mat. Coming in to Samastiti. Keep your feet hip width apart, hips on neutral, shoulder blades slides down your back, chin stays parallel. Inhale, reach your arms up and over, Urdhva Hastasana. Bring your palms together, shift your gaze up. Exhale, hinge at your hips, fold forward into Uttanasana. Drop the crown of the head towards the mat, chin to the chest. You can have your knees bent. Inhale, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Pull your heart forward. You can have a little support with your fingertips. Exhale, plant your hand, step your left foot to the back of the mat, coming into runner's lunge. You can be light onto the fingertips, so you're shifting back and forth. And then come forward and lower the knee down. And then just take your forearm onto the knee. Feel the lift to the pelvic floor, both pulling in on the navel. Draw your right hip back. Start lifting through the heart, and then bring your hands up, full pose, Anjaneyasana. Lift your chin for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, take your hands down. So you can use blocks here, shift back for half split. So if you have the blocks and you're very sensitive to your wrist, just put your forearms onto the block like this. Pull the hip back and then exhale, fold. And we breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Breath to movement. Inhale, rise, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, shift it back, half split. Inhale, come forward, rise. Exhale, half. One more time. Inhale, rise. Exhale, shift it back. Inhale, come forward, tuck the toe, lift the knee, left foot next to the right and forward. Inhale, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, bow. Inhale, root to rise, reach your arms up and over, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your hand, right foot steps to the back of the mat and lower the knee down. Left knee is over, left ankle, toes are untucked. Maybe you want to do the same, shift back and forth. And then we take it down. And just travel up onto the knee. Check in with the bandhas. Lift through the heart, the drishti stays at the tip of the nose, and you keep breathing. Bring your arms up, full pose, lift your chin, lean back as much as you feel comfortable as you can. Maintain the breath, that internal gaze for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, hand comes down again. Use your blocks if you have to. Shift it back for half split. Pull the hip back, fold over the front leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come forward, rise, breath to move. Exhale, shift it back. Inhale, come forward and rise. Exhale, shift it back. Last time, inhale, come forward. Exhale, shift it back. Inhale, come forward. Tuck the right toe, lift your knee. Step your right foot next to the left and forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bow. Inhale, root to rise. Reach your arms up and over. Exhale, hands by your side, Samastiti. That's
same sequence, the half Surya Namaskara, a breath to move. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your hand, left foot steps back, and knee comes down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, shift it back. Inhale, come forward, tuck the toe, lift the knee, left foot next to the right and fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bow. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your hand, right foot to the back of the mat, knee comes down, breath picks you up. Exhale, shift it back. Inhale, come forward, tuck the toe, lift the knee, right next to the left and fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bow. Inhale, reach your arms over your head. Palms together, try to touch the ceiling. Exhale, hands by side, Samastiti. Good. So take your feet wider than hip, turn your toes out. Exhale, lower down into a little squat. Now, if you have issues with your wrists, and this is not an option, take your knuckles together, right? Pay attention to the outer parts of the feet, lift your arches, and then see if you can put a little bit of resistance to the knees, to the tricep. Roll the shoulders up and back. You feel the lift through the bandhas, the pelvic floor, the pulling in of the navel. You come back to the Ujjayi breath, and the drishti stays either close your eyes at the third eye between your brows, or onto the tip of the nose. And we breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come all the way up, sweep your arms up and over. So we're going to take this. Exhale, lower down into a Malasana squat. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower down as far down as your knee allows it. Inhale up. Exhale, down. Inhale up. Exhale, down. Last time. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands to heart, heel to your feet, back hip width apart. And then bring your big toes together, hands by the side. Exhale, bend your knees, sit into chair pose. All right, bring your palms together if you can, neutralize your hips, lift your heart, squeeze everything into the midline, gaze to the thumbs, and we breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, reach your arms behind you, roll the shoulders back again, firm up your triceps, squeeze your thighs together, move the heart forward, come up onto your tippy toes, sparrow for 5, balance here, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, heel comes down, inhale, sit to chair, breath to movement. Exhale, sweep it back. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sparrow. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sparrow, 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale, reach it back. Inhale, come all the way up, straightening out your knees. Exhale, bend your elbows, squeeze your shoulder blades together, lift through the heart. Hips on neutral, belly in, lift the chin, 5, 4, rounding through the feet, 3, 2, inhale, arm comes up, exhale, fold forward, inhale, half lift, Exhale, plant your hand, left foot steps back. A little bit wider than heel to heel. Left toe is turned in, right hip back. Inhale takes you up. Here we are in warrior one. Keep pulling your heels together. Shift your gaze for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Open up your arm. Exhale. Left arm over your right shoulder or wrap it around. Squeeze your arms together and then move your hands away from the face. Shift your gaze towards your thumbs. And we breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straightening out your front knee for a moment and then reach your hands back. So coming into this back bend just for a moment. Exhale, come up, bend into the front knee, maintain warrior one legs, come to the inside, humble warrior, fingertips towards earth, chin to the chest. And we breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, rise. Exhale, humble. 1. Inhale up. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Inhale, rise up, release your arms up and over. Exhale, hand comes down, frame your foot, pivot up onto the left toe, take your left knee down, and then step your right knee next to your left. Come down to your forearms. Now step your feet back to your forearm plank. Hips are neutral. Pubic bone towards your navel, press the mat away from you. Look straight down, pull your heels, elbows to the toes. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, hip comes down, untuck the toes. Press the 10 toes into the mat, lift your kneecaps, pull your heart forward for finks, lift the chin from the chest. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tuck your toes under, lift your hips. Come back to plank pose, start walking your toes, lifting your hips up, coming back to down dog. Heels are reaching back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take your knees down. Take a seat onto the shin. Take a moment. Check in where you are, both mentally and physically. And now pay attention to what foot would you normally step forward with. And you're going to take the other one. Come into Samasthiti here at the top of the mat. Rooting down to the feet again. Exhale, bend your knees, sit into chair. Hold it here, hips are neutral, squeeze it in, lift your gaze. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, interlace your hands. Stay in chair, roll your shoulders open. So we're going to take this variation of sparrow. So come up onto the tip of toes as you start hinging forward. Right heels together and breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, hand comes down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sparrow. Same one we just did. Inhale, come up. Exhale, reach it back. 2. Inhale. Exhale, sparrow. Inhale. Exhale, reach it back. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale, reach it back. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, interlace your hand. Keep your feet hip width apart. Lift your heart. Exhale, fold. Let your hand comes up and over the shoulders. Move them away from the ears, straightening your knees. And breathe. Belly in. Make sure you're spreading the toes wide. Lower the hands down towards the mat. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, half lift. Exhale, plant your hand, step your right foot to the back of the mat. Foot is slightly angled in, 45 degrees. Hips are squared, right left knee over your left ankle. The breath take you up. Here we are. Shift the gaze, warrior 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Open up your arm, right arm on top. Find your Garudasana. Find your lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten out your front knee and then reach back. Just for that moment again. And then come forward, exhale, bend into the left knee, come to the inside, humble warrior, chin to chest. Snuggle left hip underneath you, grounding into the left big toe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, rise, breath movement. Exhale, fold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release your arms, regular warrior 1. Exhale, hand comes down, spin up onto the toe. Take your knee down. Left meets right. Come to your forearms. Step your feet back into your forearm plank. Hips on neutral. Pull your elbows to the toes for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, lower down. Whew. All right, so from here, back into Sphinx. Turn your left hand in a little bit so you have a little bit of support, and then bend your right knee. Reach for the top of the foot and then bring your foot in. Keep pressing into the forearm. You can rotate your shoulder if you have that. Otherwise, just hold on to the foot. Bring your foot just outside your right sit bone. And we breathe 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then release, let it go, and then the other side. Bakasana. Either just bring your foot in, you can use the strap, you can flip your grip. And we breathe 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then let it go. Come back, forearm parallel, tuck the toes, lift your hip, plank pose, and then lift your hips up, coming back to down dog B. Explore your Uddiyana Bandha. Exhale, take your knees down to the mat, take a seat onto the shin. Ooh. Take the hands interlacing behind your back, roll the shoulders open, and if knuckles down, look up. Ooh. Just expand a little bit over the shoulders. And then release. And then come back to the top of the mat into Samastiti. Keep your feet hip width apart, elbows back, lift your chin. Exhale, start hinging at your hips, fold forward. Take your peace fingers around your big toes. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bow. Padangusthasana, shift weight into the balls of the feet. Relax your neck and shoulder. Breathe 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your hand and step your right foot to the back of the mat and then lower the knee down. Inhale, rise up into high lunge. Now stay here. Shift your hips forward and then tuck your toe under. Lift your knee off the mat. So you're in a high lunge twist, belly in. Keep reaching your arms back. We stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, reach your arms back. Dakasana, shoulder blades opens up, heart moves forward, and we breathe 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Launch yourself forward, get weight into the right foot. Try to keep your hips square, engaging the left thigh. Heart moves forward. Warrior 3 variation for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step your left foot back. Inhale, rise, Ashta Chandrasana. Exhale, hand comes down, shift back, Ardha Hanuman, just for a moment. Inhale, come forward, breath to movement. Rise, arms up, and then lift your knee. High lunge, exhale, sweep your arms back. Inhale, come forward, warrior 3, find your balance. Exhale, step it back. Inhale, arm comes up. Exhale, hand comes down, knee comes down, shift it back, half split. Inhale, come forward, rise your arms, tuck the toe, lift the knee. Exhale, Dekasana. Inhale, warrior 3. Step it back. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hand comes down, shift it back, half split. Stay here. Keep flexing your right toe, turn the toe out to the right, walk your hands over your leg. And then exhale, fold belly in. Breath is still strong. Inhale, come back forward. Frame your foot, shift forward again. We see working this right leg. Inhale, arm comes up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Hook your left elbow outside your right knee. So again, hands at heart. If it's too much, bring your knuckles together. Keep drawing the hip back. Look over the shoulder. For 5, you can tuck your toe, lift your knee if you want to. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Look down, frame your foot, spin your back heel down. Inhale, rise up, Virabhadrasana. Knees over the ankle, back foot is slightly angled. Pull your heels together so you start feeling the lift. Arm comes out. Steady gaze over the middle finger. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, straightening. Exhale, take a seat. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, and now step to the top of the mat. Samastiti. Keep your feet hip width apart, hips on your turn again. Spread your toes. Shoulder blades lift, hands to the hip, lift your gaze. Exhale, hinge at your hips and fold. Take your palms underneath your feet. Padahastasana. If this feels uncomfortable, you can wrap your arms around your calves, hold on to the shins, opposite hand, opposite shin. And then you can fold here instead if you find it hard to step onto your hand. Or you take the first variation, peace fingers around your big toes. We breathe. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release whatever you have in your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, right foot steps back, and then lower your knee down. Inhale, rise up. Good. Tuck the toe under, and then from here, lift your knee. All right, high lunge again. Lift to the heart, reach back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, reach your arms back, shoulder blades together, form up your tricep, heart moves forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Launch yourself forward, coming into warrior 3. Floating that right foot up, keep your hips square. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set your right foot back. Inhale, rise, Ashtha Chandrasana. Exhale, hand comes down, lower the knee, shift back, half split. Inhale, rise, Anjaneyasana. Tuck the toe, lift your hip, high lunge. Exhale, Dekasana. Inhale, warrior 3. Exhale, step it back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, take them down, shift back, half split. Inhale, come forward, tuck the toe, rise up, lift your knee. Exhale, Dekasana. Inhale, warrior 3. Step it back, high lunge. Exhale, hand comes down, knee comes down, shift it back. Flex your foot, turn it to the left, walk your hands over, getting into the IT band, and breathe. Inhale, come back forward, frame your foot. Tuck your toes, spin your heel down, heel to arch alignment, breath takes you up. Warrior 2. Pull your hips together, feet are about 4 feet apart, shoulders over your hips. Make sure that the knee turns a little bit to the right, arms out. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale up, exhale down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale up, and then step to the top of the mat, back in Samastiti. Breathe. Step your left foot back, heel to heel alignment. Hips are square. Keep the hands onto your hips. Or you take them behind you, open up the heart. You can take your peace fingers, or not your peace finger, but your fingertips together. Slide them up your back. So if this bothers you, just hold on to your elbows. Keep your hands to the hips. Exhale, fold, Parsvatanasana. Lead with your heart, grounding into the feet. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Inhale, come all the way up, and then turn to the long side of the mat. Right, you're going to take your feet wide, right? And then bring your toes are out. Bring your right hand up, take it between your shoulder blades. Left hand, you can use the straps. You connect your fingertips between your back. So this is a Gomukhasana. Opening up into the shoulders, right? Now come up onto the ball of your right toe, and then shift it over to the right. And then exhale, you fold, trying to get your elbow towards the earth. We breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come all the way up. And then exhale, release your heel down. Arm comes to the side. And then turn to the front again. Step your foot in. Hips are squared. Right hand to the hip. Inhale, left arm. Exhale, hinge at your hip. Take your hand down. You can take it to the shin. You can use a block. Anywhere where you find somewhat support, and pull yourself forward. So you might look like something like this. You can also take your hand inside, outside. Drawing the hip back, spin the chest open, floating that top hand up. If it feels okay, shift your gaze for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take your hands down. And then step your left foot next to the right. Keep your feet hip width apart, hands to the elbows, and sway from side to side. Release your hands down to the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands to the hips. Inhale, takes you all the way up. Back in to Samastiti. So this time, you're going to step your right foot back. So whatever you did with your hands to make them feel comfortable. Wait your reverse namaste, keep it to your hips. Open up your shoulders, lift your gaze, exhale, full Parsvatanasana. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come all the way up, and then turn to the long side of the mat. Turn your toes outwards. Hips are neutral. Bring your left hand up. Take your hands between the shoulder blades. Right arm out, and then connect your fingertips. I come up onto the right big toe. Heels is lift, and then you start shifting the weight into the right foot. And you exhale, start bringing elbow towards earth, chin to the chest. Legs are strong. 5. Feel the stretch into your hip, inner thigh. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come all the way up, taking knee down, and then turn to the front of the mat. Hips are squared, heel to heel alignment. Bring your left hand up. Exhale, start reaching forward. Take your hand down to wherever you find your support. I'm on the wrong foot. Left foot should be not, of course, be forward. And then lengthening forward. Exhale, you start twisting in this Paritta Trikonasana. Float your hand up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, hand comes down. Right, from here, step your right foot next to your left, and then lower your booty towards your heels, and then reach your hands forward. Then squeeze in, keep reaching. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower your booty down. Navasana. Lift your feet. So you can hold onto your thighs. Squeeze your legs together. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ardha Navasana. All right, we're going to flutter our feet, almost like you're swimming. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come back up. Navasana. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down and flutter. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come back up. Last time. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down and flutter. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Open up into a big storm. Whew. Try big breath into the nose. Open mouth. Whew. Let it go. Just take a moment. Let go of bandhas. Control of the breath. The drishti. That is just for a moment. Let your mind just be completely free. And then close your eyes again. Bringing the awareness to the breath. Connecting to the Ujjayi, the bandhas. The drishti space at the third eye. The back. Feeling every sensation in your body. Exhale, hug your knees into the chest. Sway from side to side for a moment. And then start rocking along your spine. And eventually you come up into a seat. You can bring your feet behind you. So you're going to come back into all fours. All right, but onto your forearms. So option here is to take a child's pose and stay there. Option 2 is to come into down dog B. All right, so you tuck your toes under. Option 3, lift one leg, hold for 5. Lift the other, hold for 5. So these are for the ones who are practicing inversions. So pincha, get off your hands onto your forearms. You float your feet up. You can use the wall. Press into your forearms. Feel the bandha, squeeze your legs together for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take your feet down, knees comes down, and then shift to child's. Then return, take a seat onto your shin and step your right foot between your hands and just frame it. And then heel to your foot over towards the left, take your shin down, thigh and your sit bone, and you are in pigeon pose. Try to roll your hip a little bit to the left, and then you can peek down to make sure the hip comes out. The closer your right foot is to your left hip, it's going to feel less sensation. If you start moving it forward, it becomes quickly very intense. You can start lowering your chest down. You stay here and you breathe. Inhale, gently come up onto your forearms. All right, you can roll onto your right hip just to make it less hard onto your hands. Take your foot to the inside. So Janu Shasana, sit up tall. Exhale, fold forward. Put a block underneath the right knee if you need to. Try to keep both sit bones grounded. You can also wrap around, holding onto the wrist. Inhale, come all the way up. Bring your knee to the chest. Step your right foot over your left, bend your left knee, bring it outside to sit bone. All right, so from here, if you can, take your right hand behind you. Otherwise, just stay here and hug the knee and make sure you're grounding into the foot and the hip. Otherwise, you can hook your elbow, sit up tall. You can also take your right hand and wrap it around. You can take your hand between your thigh and your calf, and you can hold on to the fingers. Keep pressing into the foot and the hip, keep the spine nice and long. Inhale, look forward, release your twist, and then bring your right foot next to your right hip. Roll over onto all fours again, and then step your left foot forward, heel to your foot out, take your shin, thigh, and sit bone comes down. Slide it back. Make sure your hip comes out, or the foot comes out of the hip. Roll a little bit to the right, and then you can start coming down. And you breathe. Couple of more breaths. Then slowly, gently start coming up onto your forearms. Roll onto that left hip. Bring your right leg out in front of you. Take your foot to the inside. Sit up tall. Exhale, fold as much as you can. You can wrap your arms around. Breathe. Inhale, come all the way up. Take your knee to the chest, step it over your left or right thigh. And then bend your right knee outside your left hip. So either you hug it in, you bring your Yeah, high up into the elbows. You can wiggle your belly through. You can bring your hand through that leg, connect your fingertips. Sit up tall, exhale, twist, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, look forward, and then release your twist. Make sure you have space behind you. From here, bring your arms up alongside, belly in, and start rolling down along your spine. Nice and slow. You go all the way down. Keep your feet hip width apart, toes pointing forward. Inhale, lift your hips, shimmer your shoulder underneath you, interlace your hands, and then, if you can, press your pinky towards the earth, lifting your hips, grounding into the big toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, lower your hips down. Bring your knees into the chest. Make sure the knees comes outside your rib cage. Take your feet to your hands. Maybe holding onto the heels, and you can straightening one leg so it's like a half, like a baby. And then the other. Maybe both. Almost like a supine. Asana. Hug your knees into the chest. Give yourself last squeeze. Lift your head and shoulders. Exhale, lower your shoulder, head down. Extend your feet that long. Take up space. Draw breath into the nose. Open mouth, let it go. Just feel the freedom of the mind. Liberation. Start deepening the breath. Make movements in your fingers and toes, ankles and wrists. Full body stretch. Release the chest. You can roll to the side or rock yourself up into your seat. Sit up tall. Close your eyes. Listening back into your breath. Observing the stillness.
calmness. Hands to your heart, chin to the chest. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining and tuning in today. I hope to see you next time. Feel free to ask for any requests, anything you want to work on. Love hearing from you. So thanks again. Take care.